to get as many people in as possible. If you have an empty seat next to you, please move down and fill it. One seat over is not going to make or break. Trust me, I've been doing this for, I'm not going to tell you how long it is. It's a long time. Like over 50. Long time.
You want me to move over next to Marty? I'm kidding, Jude. I'm kidding. I'm sorry?
It's a winter concert for the Garhering House.
Oh, that's right. The winter theme, right. I had gotten RSV in the, over Christmas.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows back.
I'm sorry? She's at Syosset. She knows the other guy in the Linda Ronson.
Okay. I'm gonna take these two people, squeeze them in.
Sorry? Facebook Live. Sorry? Yeah, I am. But it's open to the public. I said it so anyone can watch it. You just can go to Neil Weiss and, anyone can do it. I've started lately. Like the ones that I attend, yeah. Obviously not the ones I don't go to. Yeah, the percussion and stuff.
We still have people coming in and waving to each other. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming to the East Meadow Public Library. My name is Jude Shanzer, and I'm the director of programming here at the East Meadow Public Library. I'm here with Thank you, Mom, for starting the applause. I'm here today with my colleagues Kelly Gordon, Shelley Kerr, and Ryan Mogilski. It was much easier when it was Jude, Kelly, and Trevor. That's much easier. Okay, I have to do a little housekeeping.
Yeah, there's a little spill over there.
Wait a minute. Ryan, there's a seat right in the aisle right there.
I have two.
There's one.
One.
Housekeeping. Please turn off your cell phones. Put them on mute. Put them in water. I don't care. But it's really disturbing when the phone goes off. I'm going to say this, and then we're going to take bets when we do the first phone. I'm not going to tell you about ABBA coming through the speakers from somebody's phone, but I will tell you about, as soon as I remember, Gerald Dickens was here, and somebody's phone went off, and it was the same ringtone as his. And he does 25 characters in a one-man show, and he was running around the set in the middle of the show, and I'm thinking, I know this show upside down, inside out, and backward. What does he do? He thought it was his phone, and he left it on the set. Turn off your phone, because we don't know what Stu's going to think.
I got my own phone right here. It's outside, so I know it's not good.
You will see that there are doors stage right, stage left, and in the back of the house. In case of an emergency, please go to the door closest to your seats. And keep your seats. Anything? If you're going to take, this happened the other day, you're going to take photographs, it's okay, right? No flash. That flash is bad. It's not about anything. If it catches the performer in the eye, something could happen. All right? Anything else I can tell you that will make this less enjoyable?
Don't need the rock candy on the table.
Okay, I guess Gathering Time has a following.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
How many here have never seen Gathering Time before?
Wow. Just a few.
Reputation precedes us.
They're amazing, as most of you know. Also, if you read the program, I'm missing somebody. I'm missing the drummer. Because nobody told me there was a drummer.
We didn't know until yesterday.
They didn't know until yesterday.
I'm sorry, I had to fall on a mountain first. My bad.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up because aren't you like a
No, it was really an arm wrestling competition. You should have seen the other guy.
So the drummer's name is Akiva. That's all I was trying to say. And the other little known fact. Was that you or me? He's going to be trouble. Okay, the other little known fact is when I started this job almost 21 years ago, the first person I booked was Stu Merkis.
Wow. Woo!
You're going to have a wonderful time. Thank you very much.
Rain and snow.
Winter Folk. This is our little collection of songs about the season that you mostly would not hear on the radio in December. So that one, well, we figured we'd start out with a couple of songs that kind of describe the weather on Long Island and New York City during the winter. That one was called Rain and Snow. And this one is one that Simon and Garfunkel originated back in 1966, and it was on their 1968 album Bookends. The Bangles rocked it up quite a bit, actually, for the movie Less Than Zero in the late 1980s, and we kind of split the difference between the two. Not that one. My bad. There's a reason why a lot of these songs aren't played on the radio in December, because they're trying to get you in a happy mood and make you want presents and things. Most of these songs don't, but they're good songs anyways. Actually, they're great songs. This is one by Joni Mitchell, who was a favorite of ours in coming years too. And this one probably has the award for the most depressing Christmas song ever.
No. It's Christmas shoes.
Oh.
I can't take that one seriously. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but it's the most
too many small
depressing.
buttons.
It's the saddest one. I'm sorry. This one's melancholy. This is the most melancholy Christmas.
I can't believe you guys are so flippant about Grandma getting run over by a reindeer.
She had a long and happy life. It's fine.
Yeah, it occurred to me this past December that I'm of the first generation that heard that song while our grandparents were still alive. And now a lot of my friends are grandparents, and it's weird.
though we put me at ease, you love me so hard, and we weaken the knees. So I wish I had a river I could skate away on. It's so hard to handle, you know I'm selfish and sad, and I'm falling off the best baby that I ever had. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's going on Christmas, they're cutting down trees, they're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. Okay, that's sad. It's really sad.
Alright, so here's where we come to the folk part of folk rock, because I do that you all know this song, and you're all certainly welcome to sing along. Am I keep over to the right spot, Jerry? I'm just forgetting this one.
Yeah.
That looks good. Okay, good.
C sharp minor.
There we go.
Let's do it.
I always have to double check.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, and the sky is gray. Stay on a winter's day, and the second policy.
as some of you know, write as well. And this is a song I wrote some years ago. I used to have a steady gig on Sunday afternoons at a place called the Kitchen Cabaret. Anybody know it? And one day it was just teeming out. It was a winter's day. I think it was February 1998 or 99, I want to say. And it was absolutely the hardest rain I could recall in a long time. And I knew it was going to take me extra long to get there. I left twice as long. It took it every time I came to the bottom of a hill on the southern state. There was a lake, and I got there. It took it was normally a 20-minute drive. It took 40 minutes. I got there. I was very proud of myself for being so professional and thinking ahead. And I walked in, and the owner looked at me like I had a duck on my shoulder. And he just, what are you doing here? I said, well, I came to play. He's like, you should have called first. No one's going to come. So I got a cup of coffee and waited an hour, and not a soul walked in the place. So a little bit dejectedly, I drove home very carefully. And I said, well, all right, so I'm not the guy. I didn't ask him for the money anyways, because I knew he was losing a ton of money on the day with all the employees there. So I said, well, maybe I'll get a song out of it, and that's what I did. So this is called The Stormy Winter Sunday Afternoon. Stormy winter Sunday afternoon, parkways all are flooding, streams are overrunning, and Mom said don't go out, you'll catch a cold. Only 4x4s are on the road. It's time to start a lyric and a tune. Kick back from the madness, soothe the winter sadness, call some friends and cousins out of town. Revel in the time to just slow down. No need for regretting the gig I couldn't play. No one there to sing to, so I'll play another day. Made it home through river streets that swallowed bigger cars, and even snapped a picture on the way. The kids upstairs are restless, I can tell. The cat is happy sleeping, the cup of tea is steeping. I take this sip and try a line or two, and think about a girl that I once knew. They say that it should let up in a couple hours more. Perhaps then I'll head out to grab a few things from the store. Just now I'm happy reading in an easy chair. Wouldn't want to venture out the door. There's cleaning to be done, but what the hell? The fireplace would be awesome, the best place has to have one. For now I'll veg on watching a cartoon. Enjoy my stormy Sunday afternoon. Any Gordon Lightfoot fans out there? I'm going to exercise band leader's prerogative and sing lead on 2 songs in a row here.
We'll talk about this later.
This is a song that wasn't a huge radio hit, sort of a favorite on folk radio, and definitely a fan favorite. Actually, if anybody listens to John Platt on WFUV, you know you're going to hear it at least once or twice this season. This is called "A Song for a Winter's Night." I should add for some of my friends back there that that song was really beautifully covered by Sarah McLachlan also 10 years ago. And in sort of the case of reciprocal firsts, Jude mentioned that I was the first musician that she booked to play here. This auditorium was the first place where we introduced Christine Sweeney almost 2 years ago. And Hillary is with us in spirit.
She's fine.
Yeah. Hillary retired from her day job and bought a house with her husband. Unfortunately, the house is like somewhere north of Albany. And so we started working with Christine, thinking that Hillary would eventually come to her senses and miss the traffic on the way home. She never did, and Christine became a permanent member in the summer of 22. But Hillary is with us in spirit, and this is one of the songs that she wrote that just kind of seems right for the season, especially as we move into the month where most people, if they are prone to seasonal affective disorder, are going to start feeling it.
Down, down. I think I should note that sometimes they let me sing happy songs. But I have such expressive eyebrows that they really use it as an asset for the band. So. At least 3, right? 3 sad songs for me.
There you go. So, by the way, we want to give a shout out to our sound person, Larry Moser, over here. We are absolutely loving the sound of the monitors, so I'm sure it sounds even better out there. And his assistant, Madman Max Rowland over there. Mad Max, we should call him. The only person I know that's brave enough to play a fretless banjo. I'm not joking. We're going to do a song of Jerry's right now. You might notice Jerry, since we didn't have to bring the sound equipment, we both took advantage of the situation to bring a plethora of guitars.
And I brought a whole bunch of them too.
That's right.
So, Stuart usually gives a spiel about the title of this because I'm usually tuning. That's it.
Well, I'll say briefly, when Jerry proposed this song to us, I saw the title of it. It's called Westerly. And I'm a sailor. I love tall ships and pirates and even small boats and things like that. And in fact, Akiva is a sailor also. And I got really excited because a westerly means a steady wind out of the west. Which is something that any sailor can relate to. It makes it that much easier to plot your navigation. And we listen to the song, and so it has absolutely nothing to do with that.
Well, you see, the leftmost guitar on the stand is a Guild guitar I bought in my senior year of high school, and it was a while ago. And at that time, the Guild factory was in Westerly, Rhode Island. But the song is not about that either. Recently, I've come to realize, I'll just cut to the chase. The song is about mortality and the inexorable passage of time. Enjoy.
concurrent with the American folk rock movement that was really started by the Byrds and included Simon and Garfunkel and Joni Mitchell and not Peter Paul and Mary so much, Mamas and the Papas, of course Crosby, Stills Nash and America. You had the British folk rock music, or as they called it, electric folk. But what they started doing was taking old folk songs and kind of rocking them out, playing them on electric instruments. And two of the best known groups doing that were Fairport Convention and Steel Eye Span. A few years after that came a band called Renaissance, which blended electric folk and folk rock with progressive rock. And if you dig a little bit deeper in their album cuts, the ones that didn't get so much radio play, you'll see that they actually have like some musical DNA with like Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and yes, and Kansas. This is a song that they did in the mid-1970s. It was the first one I ever heard by them, and it's a very good song for the winter and for this year especially because they're supposed to be really well on display this year. It's called Northern Lights.
Rising sun to the
Which means we might not just do it in the winter folk concerts, but do some others too. Going to do a song now by probably one you wouldn't know unless you've seen us play it before. It was written by a guy from Massachusetts named Peter Fishman, who, like many songwriters and folkies, worked a day job, and he drove along this certain highway. I forget the route number, but back and forth to work every day, and realized that he was kind of isolated from the seasons, just not going outside much, but that he didn't have to really look at the calendar. He could just kind of keep track of the changing scenery alongside this particular stretch of road to get a hint as to what season it was. So this is one, if you feel like singing along with us, the lyrics on the chorus, the refrain line are just, "We may meet again, who knows where or when, at the turning of the year." I'm so used to sliding all the way up and down the neck for Northern Lights, it just couldn't get out of hand. Try that again. 3.
Oh, my, please.
3, 4. And swamp along the highway, tall trees and bears chipped apart, while overhead the herons build their nest, the trees gray like the nest round dark. The birds all wheel away in summer, each nest stands open to the weather, till in the spring when heron flocks return to raise their families together. This is how the story goes now and then. If you listen, you can hear. We may meet again, who knows where or when, with the turning of the year. We may meet again, who knows where or when, with the turning of the year. Fallow fields along the highway, corn stalks scattered on the dirt, last summer's bounty harvested and sown, the cold, cold ground remains alert. Till in spring the sun shines longer, the earth responds to our weather. The stalks decay, the plowman makes his way, mixing the stalks and soil together. This is how the story goes now and then. If you listen, you can hear. We may meet again, who knows when or when, with the turning of the year. We may meet again, who knows when or when, with the turning of the year. Cycle of seasons, tempest and time, effects, planetary motions around the sun. The blue is through bloom, still tugs the tides around the ocean. Drivers all along the highway, mostly on their way to work. They're weaving in and out across the lane, the swamp, the and all homeward bound alone together. This is how the story goes now and then. If you listen, you can hear. We may meet again. Who knows where or when? Bring the turning of the year. We may meet again. Who knows where or when? Bring the turning of the year. Speaking of the turning of the year, we're going to do another one of Hillary's that kind of encompasses all the seasons, starting with the one that we're in. This is the first song that Hillary ever wrote, actually. It's called Remember Me.
And you know, in my contract, I have to get those 3 sad ones. Remember me when the storm
long as we're in the bonny key of D, let's do this one. I mentioned the Byrds before. I really recognized this first folk rock band. This was a big hit for them, written by Pete Seeger. Gonna do a song. Any fans of Steve Goodman out there? Steve Goodman is, well, he's best known for writing the song City of New Orleans, which was a big hit for Arlo Guthrie. But the way it sometimes works in the music business is you write songs that's a hit for somebody else, and then somebody else entirely writes a song that's a hit for you, and that's the kind of way it worked on this. This song was written by Michael Peter Smith, who is a name known in folk circles, among songwriting circles, not quite as commonly known. He wrote songs for Spanky and Our Gang, and a number of other groups. Wasn't really known as a performer in his own right so much, although you can find videos of him. Look up a song of his called The Princess and the Frog, by the way, done by a friend of ours named Mike Agernoff. It's hysterical. This is one that Michael Peter Smith wrote that Steve Goodman had sort of a hit on folk radio with. You probably recognize it. It's called The Dutchman. The Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. That's a secret only Margaret knows. And Amsterdam is golden in the sun. Margaret brings him breakfast she believes in. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be. Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the silent sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, his cap and coat out patched with love that Margaret sold him. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals and he calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captains. Till Margaret comes to bring him home again. The old folk living streets that trip him though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks that he is alone and calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the silent sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Winters whirl the windows round, she wants his muffler tighter, they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, calls her name, she makes the bed up, singing some old love song. The song she learned when it was very new. He hums a line or two, they sing together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the silent sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the silent sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. So there are a couple of songs here that kind of are more suited to December than January or early February, but we thought we'd include them anyways. This one struck me in the middle of summer. There have been a lot of like Christmas hits that were written in the middle of heat waves. Like Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire was written in July 1947, I think. And Irving Berlin wrote White Christmas while living in Los Angeles. And this is one that I woke up one summer weekend morning with the idea to write. It struck me how many holidays around the holiday season involve light of some sort: Christmas tree lights, Hanukkah candles, Kwanzaa candles, things like that. And of course, it makes sense to start with the Yuletide, Yule bonfire, Yule log. And of course, it's the darkest time of year when the nights are the longest, so it kind of makes sense. But it also struck me how much the symbolism of a candle flame is so much the same across so many cultures. It symbolizes hope, it symbolizes memory, symbolizes knowledge, enlightenment. And so I wrote this song called A Light in the Darkness. On the 1st of December, as a child I watched afar, my neighbor scaled his tallest tree and hung a lighted star. I asked my mom what was it for, above the tinseled evergreens. She gazed at me a bit and said, here's what I think it means. It's a light in the darkness, a symbol of good cheer, of hope and salvation at this darkest time of year. Peace and warmth and freedom in these days of longest nights. When things appear most dismal, there's a power in the light. With the family at hand, we were kindling the candles, celebrating freedom's stand. I placed it by the window so that all in time could see. And when I asked my father why, he smiled and said to me, it's a light in the darkness, symbol of good cheer, of hope and salvation at this darkest time of year. Peace and warmth and freedom in these days of longest night. When things appear most dismal, there's a power in the light. All across the ages, people kindle lights and flame, doing conscious acts of kindness, calling on the holy name. And all might have a kind word for others come that day, as they gather close their loved ones and call those far away. In war and disaster, uncertainty and pain, and the fear of not knowing when good times may come again. There's comfort in the ritual from centuries long gone, and when people pull together, they find strength to carry on. With a light in the darkness, a symbol of good cheer, of hope and salvation at this darkest time of year. Peace and warmth and freedom in these days of longest night. When things appear most dismal, there's a power in the light. When things appear their bleakest, there's a power in the light. We're going to do another song of Jerry's now. song is not anywhere in the lyric. It's on the Keepsake album, which we played the title track from earlier, but its title wasn't anywhere in the lyric either, so we had kind of a thing going.
The song is called Station Song, and it was inspired when they were tearing down the railroad station in the town I grew up in, and many people were very upset about it. And while I could sympathize with their feelings, it's also good not to get caught up in the past. That's advice that I rarely take. Nevertheless, here.
Ancient voices in the land, tears and slanted doors, silence in the morning light. It don't matter anymore. Let it go. Daddy never told you how. Mama, she can't hold you now. Wandering the streets of town while the station down. Let it go. We should set it free to let you be. Let it go. You should call it a day and be off on your way. Angel, turn your homeward gaze on a place grown so strange. How much longer must you pass your days among things you cannot change? Let it go. We should set it free to let you be. Let it go. We should call it a day and be off on your way. The last girl to claim you, the last bond you like your name. People down the streets of town while the train station down. Let it go. We should set it free to let you be. Let it go. We should call it a day and be off on your way. Call it a day and be off on your way.
Thanks very much.
So you may have noticed this other bass laying on the floor here right next to me that looks very much like this one. There's a difference, and I'll explain in a minute.
Oh.
So, Joni Mitchell going to do Big Yellow Taxi because Christine laughs at the end and it's really scary.
It's a good laugh.
But on the subject of that,
She started it.
yeah, it just so happens yesterday I went with my wife to the Beggar Cutting Arboretum.
Oh.
Now I grew up in East Islip, so I've been going there for over 50 years. But yesterday we saw a 4-year-old bald eagle in the tree there. And that is thanks to them stopping the DDT and all the havoc that was wreaking on eggs and stuff. Like, I know a lot of us are lifelong loungers like I am, and when did you ever see a bald eagle growing up? Never. So some things are working.
They have a bald eagle like sanctuary or something in Centerport. You gotta go. If that's your thing, that's what you're into.
totally into bald
Okay.
eagles.
Gotta go Center.
Now, I just want to bring to your attention that, there's a little ageism going on in the band. I am the oldest in the band. I'm the only boomer in the band. Are there any boomers here? Any boomers in the audience?
Okay, boomers.
Okay, well, I personally, I think it's a disgrace.
Jerry, I'm 78.
I think that officially puts you in God bless you territory.
No one's figured out that I'm 200 years old and I'm actually a witch. Oh my God, I made it fast.
But I think it's a disgrace that Stewart put the set in such a way that his bandmate, who is actually officially several years older than him, should have to,
several.
yes, so late in the set, should have to suffer the indignity of singing Urge for Going.
And by the way, the difference between this bass and that bass that I was playing is that this one only looks like it has frets.
You have to get it in there.
I won't stay to find frost perched on the town. It hovered in a frozen sky and gobbled summer down. When the sun turns clear cold and the shivering trees are dancing in a naked row, I get the urge for going, but I never seem to go. Yes, I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown, summertime is falling down, winter's closing in. I met a girl in summertime with summer-colored skin. Not another man in town, my darling's heart could win. When the leaves came falling down and the bully winds did rub their faces in the snow, she got the urge for going, and I had to let her go. Yeah, she got the urge for going when the meadow grass was turning brown, summertime was falling down, winter closing in. chevron flag, flattened and racing out before the snow. They've got the urge to go, they've got the wings to go. Yeah, they get the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown. Summertime is falling down, winter closing in. I'll apply the fire with kindling, put the blankets to my chin, and like the vagrant winter out, both my wandering in. I'd like to go back summertime and have a stay for just another month or so. She got the urge for going, so she had to go. Yeah, I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown. All the empires falling down, winter's closing in. Yeah, I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is turning brown. Summertime is falling down.
Thank you everybody for having us at your beautiful library and coming here today. And
Got one more song to do for you. So I'd like to say a very, very big thank you to Jude Shanzer and Terry Gordon and everybody else here. A shout out once again to Larry Moser on sound and Max. And a big thank you to Akiva. You might have seen the results of the impact. The results of the impact with a snowy mountain that Christine suffered a couple of days ago.
no, it was actually a wrestling incident.
Oh, okay. So actually, it was 2 days' notice. Akiva agreed to play with us, and he's great. The best spiritual drummer I know, available for hire, freelance. We do have CDs for sale outside if you'd like to take us home with you, metaphorically speaking. And of course, we have an email list. You can sign up just by going to our website, garhering-time.com, or look for us on Facebook and Instagram and other things like that. And this is a song that, it was written by Peter Paul and Mary, written by Peter, actually, Peter Yarrow, and really, it starts out as a Hanukkah song, but it speaks to the much larger issue of just how precious freedom is, and that's sort of appropriate any time of the year, I think, but especially given current events. Let's go Light One Candle, if you know what that means. Things that the light hasn't died.
Encore. Brand new key for Melody. Melody. Brand new key. Encore. Encore.
Alright, this one's called Summer Breeze. Just kidding! This is a winter concert. Alright. Come on.
Brand new key.
Blackbird singing dead of night. Baby broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you're only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing dead of night. Take me sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the land of black night.
in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive.